5 minutes, open floor, if anybody has anything they wanted to. Yes, sir?
So my experience of meditation so far has been through Vipassana.
Mm-hmm.
And but I see that you're teaching...
Goenka Vipassana?
Yes.
Okay.
But I see that you teach a much wider awareness, where they're a bit more strict. For example, I asked the teacher about the visions in the back of my eyelids. He told me to ignore those. Just concentrate on the body sensation.
Very stern. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goenka
teachers love being stern. Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did you find that instruction?
I guess I'm open.
Okay. Just briefly for the folks on Zoom, our friend was saying that his experience is primarily through Goenkaji's Vipassana teachings, and he asked one of them about visions he was having in the behind the eyelids, and they said, "Oh, ignore them. Just stick with." I'm assuming you were doing body scanning or Vedanopassana and Kayanupassana. Okay, and okay, so that's the layup. Do you have what's the question now?
What's your opinion?
Oh, on visions behind your eyelids?
No, for Goenka's Vipassana.
Oh, well, there's 64 primary Vipassana traditions in Burma alone. Burma loves Vipassana. This 2,600-year game of telephone we're all playing with the Buddha, the Dharma changes so much according to time, place, culture, circumstance, language even. So, when you look at the scope of the Buddha's teachings and the various meditation techniques that got popular or maybe developed or took on a very regional color, it's incredibly fascinating. And as far as what do I think about Goenka's Vipassana, I know a lot of people who have done the 10-day Goenka Vipassana either as a gateway into a lifetime of very serious Dharma practice, or as like the first time they really sat and really dug in. And I'm just so grateful that they exist. If you're not familiar, there's an organization that literally does 10-day silent retreats, and it's donation only. Like, they feed you, there's instruction, it's phenomenal. And they're all generally really well run. And of course, just like anything, you could go to a retreat center and get into it with one of the facilitators, or someone says something you don't like, that's totally normal. But I'm just glad they're on the planet. For me personally, I was coming originally from a much more early Buddhist point of view, so Satipatthana and Anapanasati Sutta more broadly, whereas Goenkaji really likes to focus on Kayanupassana through the body scan and Vedanopassana, if I'm understanding the program correctly. And I think that's great, but I feel like for me personally, I needed a more broad spectrum, full kind of practice life that involved, open awareness, Dzogchen, Chan, Zen practice. I want the whole buffet. So, but yeah, opinions they're free, so they're worth every penny, right? So that's just my opinion. And I've never sat a 10-day, so my words are useless. But of my friends, that's like kind of my take. Is that helpful, though?
Yeah, he definitely does. When he talks about Buddha stories and that he uses later, he talks about the Prince story and all that, which I know is not the earliest.
Yeah, and that's fine. All signs, symbols, words, and languages always fall short and are empty of any intrinsic meaning. So they're just pointing. So I feel like you are obviously smart enough to investigate on your own. And there's a whole world of practice traditions for you. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. That was if there's you asked me one of those questions I could talk about all day because